जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
बाबा बच्चों पर नाज करें, हम कुछ तो ऐसा काज करें। बाबा बच्चों पर नाज करें, हम कुछ तो ऐसा काज करें। माया से कभी ना हारे हम, माया से कभी ना हारे हम, माया से कभी ना हारे हम। कर्मेंद्रियों पर हम राज करें। बाबा बच्चों पर नाज करें, हम कुछ तो ऐसा काज करें। प्रभु खड़े हैं बाहें पसारे, आओ मीठे बच्चे प्यारे प्रभु गोद में आके बैठो, तुम मेरे नैनों के तारे, बाबा के हीरे बच्चे बने, बाबा के हीरे बच्चे बने। फरिश्ते योगी सच्चे बने, जब हम पावन बन जाएंगे, तब बाबा सिर पर ताज धरे, बाबा बच्चों पर नाज करें, हम कुछ तो ऐसा काज करें।
Om Shanti. Can you hear me okay? Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Godly morning. Diamond morning. Baba teaches us the study to become deities every day differently, and in this one subject there are many subjects involved in just one aim and objective, which is to become completely viceless, full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. He teaches us how to become deities from Brahmins, how to become angels from Brahmins. Who is the true student? Who is called great soul and a deity soul? And there are different types of teachings and caution that we have to do. We also have to check ourselves. We are businessmen. We do spiritual business. What would you take care? So, what is the quality of the souls who are becoming deities? It's not only virtues, but we have to remove our weaknesses as well. Because if there are virtues and weaknesses both, then we cannot accumulate, which is not good. So today Baba is talking about the sinful actions, what kind of actions, subtle actions that can become sinful action. So Baba is saying remove your weaknesses, remove your defects, and you save yourself from sinful acts. Don't get tangled into waste. Just follow one Srimad and you obey Baba's directions, and you will be liberated from all the sins. And your sanskar of begging will finish and you will become divine. Today is 13th October. Essence. Sweet children, you have to become deities. You want to become deities, don't you? So, renounce the defects of Maya. To get angry, to beat someone, to harass someone, to perform bad acts, and to steal are all great sins. They are all great sinful actions. To get angry, to beat someone, to harass someone, to perform bad acts, and to steal are all not just defects, but they are great sins. So you renounce all of this sinful actions. So with yoga and tapasya, you have to burn your sins, as well as you also check whether I have any defects and you remove them. Which children can quickly go ahead in this knowledge? Which ones experience a loss? Answer. Those who know how to keep their accounts can go ahead very quickly in this knowledge. It is those who don't remain soul conscious who experience a loss. So, who experience a loss? Those who don't remain soul conscious experience loss. Baba says businessmen have the habit of keeping their accounts. Therefore, here too they can go ahead very fast. Song. Oh man, look at your face in the mirror of your heart. So Didi is sharing. There is another line in this song that no matter what you do, your sinful actions cannot be hidden, cannot remain hidden. Om Shanti. The Father explains to you children who are spiritual actors, because it is souls who play parts in this unlimited play. The parts are for human beings. You children are now making effort. Although people study the Vedas and scriptures and worship Shiva, the Father says, no one can attain me through any of those, because the path of devotion is the path of descending. There is salvation through this knowledge. Therefore, there must surely also be something through which you descend. This is a play that no one knows about. When they worship a lingam of Shiva, they don't call them the Brahma element. So, whom do they worship? They consider that to be God and worship Him. When you first began to perform devotion, you created diamond, Shiva lingam. Then you became poor, and so you made them of stone. The diamond Shiva lingam at that time must have been worth 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. The present equivalent value must be 500,000 to 700,000 rupees. The diamonds that were used then are now very difficult to find. People have stone intellect, so without having any of this knowledge, they worship stone. When you have this knowledge, you do not worship anyone. So they don't worship. What do? Now you only, meaning we don't do worship, but what do we do instead? Now we only remember the one who is personally in front of you. Why do we remember? Whatever you have received, you remember that. You remember him because your sins are absolved. You have great love and your relationship is good, and that is why you remember him. You are enjoying the meeting here. You understand that your sins will be absolved by having remembrance. In the song it says, "O children, souls are called conscious being." So in the song it says, "Oh animal," but animal is also, animals also has souls. Souls are called conscious being. Once a living soul leaves his body, there is only a corpse. Souls leave their bodies. Souls are imperishable. When a soul enters a body, that body becomes alive. The Father says, "O souls, look inside yourselves and see to what extent you have imbibed divine virtues. Are there any vices in you? Do you have any devilish traits of stealing, etc.? By performing devilish acts, you fall and you are unable to claim a high status. You must definitely finish all your bad habits." Deities never get angry with anyone. which act deities never perform. Deities never get angry with anyone. Here you experience a lot of beating from the devils because you are becoming part of the deity community. Maya becomes your enemy. The defects of Maya continue to work. So, remembrance of God destroys our past sins and also makes us virtuous. So, to steal something, to get angry, all of these are sinful acts. To beat someone, to harass someone, to perform bad acts are all sins. You children must remain very clean and pure.
What is the number for English?
95. Where is Sunil bhai? Sunil bhai ko bulao na. That brother will help you. One brother will come. Sunil bhai ko bulao. To seal, etc. is a great sin. You have been promising the Father, Baba, you alone and no one else is mine. I will only remember you. You have been promising the Father, Baba, you alone and no one else is mine. I will only remember you. Although they sing this on the path of devotion, they don't know what happens by having remembrance. They don't know the Father at all. On the one side, they say that He is beyond name and form, and on the other hand, they worship a Shiva Lingam. You have to understand this very well and then explain it to others. The Father says, now judge for yourselves whom you should call a great soul. There are many great souls in the world, but who is called actual great soul? Didi is asking. Is Sri Krishna, who is a small child and a prince of the golden age, a great soul? Or is an iron-aged person of today a great soul? Krishna is not born through vice. So great souls don't take birth with vices. That is a viceless world, whereas this is a vicious world. You can give many titles to those who are viceless. What title can you give to those who are vicious? Only the one Father can make you elevated. He is the highest on high. All human beings are actors. Therefore, they definitely have to come. They definitely have to come to play their parts. The Golden Age is a world of elevated human beings. Even all the animals, etc., there are elevated. Maya, Ravan doesn't exist there. There aren't any degraded animals there. There is no mention of vice in the Golden Age. You know how children will be born there. There is no vice there. There is only power of yoga there. The Father says, I am making you into deities. Therefore, check yourselves thoroughly. So you check yourselves thoroughly. You cannot become the masters of the world without making effort. You souls are points. Similarly, the Father too is a point. There is no question of being confused about this. Some of you say, we want to see Baba. Some of you say, we want to see Baba. The Father says, you have been doing a lot of worshipping of the ones you are able to see. Now, I am not visible. Even you souls are not visible. Can you see the soul? But you still believe that you are a soul. If soul is there, human beings are called human beings. Can you see the soul entering the body? Can you see the soul leaving the body? But you still feel it. You don't get confused, isn't it? Can you take a picture of a soul? Can you touch the soul? If you smell a fragrance, can you doubt? Even though you can't see it, you don't doubt about the fragrance. So even though they are not visible, you have faith. You don't have doubt. If there is a pain somewhere, you say, I have a lot of pain. Show me your pain. You can't show the pain. It's a feeling. If you are eating something and if you say, this is something very sweet, I love it, but you can't show the sweetness. It's about the feeling. So why do you get confused? That soul is just a point. And Father too is just a point. There is no question of being confused about this. Some of you say, we want to see Baba. The Father says, you have been doing a lot of worshipping of the ones you are able to see. There is no benefit in doing that. I am now explaining everything to you accurately. So there is no point seeing the points, meaning the soul and the Supreme Soul. I am now explaining everything to you accurately. I am filled with a whole part. I am the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. No child would call his worldly father this. Only the one Father is called this. Sannyasis don't have children who would call them Father. This one is the Father of all souls, the one who gives you your inheritance. Sannyasis do not follow a family path. This one is the Father of all souls, the one who gives you your inheritance. And sannyasis are not called the Father because they don't have children. Sannyasis do not follow a family path. The Father sits here and explains to you that you are the ones who have taken 84 births. At first you were Sato Pradhan and you then started to come down. You would not call yourselves supreme now. You consider yourselves to be degraded. The Father repeatedly says, so there is a song in Bhakti that we are degraded ones, we are sinners, we are like a Jamil. But this, and you are like God, deity, but they still don't have that understanding that they have to renounce sinful acts. They sharing that. The Father repeatedly says, the main thing is to check whether you have any vices in you. Don't talk about weaknesses of others, but you check yourselves whether I have any vices in me. Write your chart every night. Businessmen always keep account. Government servants can't keep accounts. They get a fixed salary. So whatever money they get, government servants, they get it every month as a salary. So they don't need to keep accounts, and they don't. Businessmen can very quickly go ahead on the path of this knowledge, meaning they can increase their virtues, powers by making effort and by keeping the charts. Educated officers can't go ahead as fast. In business today, they can earn 50 and tomorrow they can earn 60. Sometimes there is a loss. The pay of government servants is fixed. In this income too, if you are not soul conscious, you experience a loss. So why does your stage come down while you are making income? Baba is making you make income every day. Then why is there a loss. Baba said before as well. In this income, if you are not soul conscious, you experience a loss. So, in the physical business, if you don't pay attention, you incur a loss. You mothers do not do business. So, at that time, business was done by only brothers. So, for mothers, it is even easier. It is easy for you, Kumaris, too. Because mothers have had to come down the ladder. It is the greatness of those who make so much effort. So they make income and they also sometimes get beaten. You Kumaris have not gone into vice. So, what do you have to renounce? Men find it difficult. They have to look after their family and their clan. They have to come down the ladder that they have climbed up. Maya slaps them again and again and makes them fall. You have now become BKs. Kumaris are pure. Next point. The greatest love of a wife has is for her husband. You have to remember the husband of all husbands and forget everyone else. The supreme soul is the one who fulfills the desires, and the women will understand that they have got married with the man and his husband would fulfill all her desires, and so she loves her the most. You have to remember the husband of all husbands and forget everyone else. Parents have attachment to their children. Children are ignorant of attachment. Attachment begins after they get married. First, they love their wife, and then they start pushing her up the ladder of vice. And this godly love makes you pure to yourself and to others as well. And the physical love, whether it's husband's love for wife or wife's love for husband or parents' love for the children that leads you to vices. A Kumari is viceless, and so she is worshipped. You are called Brahma Kumaris. You become praiseworthy and you then become worthy of worship. The Father is your teacher, so your children should have the intoxication of being students. Who is teaching us? God is teaching us. Doctor makes you doctor. If lawyer is a teacher, he will make you lawyer. And God is making you into gods and goddesses. It is explained to you that God is one. All others are brothers. There is no other connection. Creation is through Prajapita Brahma. Then the number grows. What is the growth about? Creation is through Prajapita Brahma. And then the number of Brahmins grows. It cannot be said that the number of souls grows. It is the number of human beings that grows. There is a limited number of souls. Many continues to come. So as they come, number of human beings grow. Souls are not growing because in the garland of Rudra, there is a fixed limited number of the souls. But when they come down, number of human beings grows. As long as there are some up there, they will continue to come down. The tree continues to grow. It is not going to dry up. So the tree is decaying. Even the deity religion has decayed completely, and slowly the souls who are going to become deities become Brahmins. This Didi was sharing that this tree is compared to a banyan tree. There is no foundation, but the rest of the tree is still standing. It is the same with you. There is no foundation, but there is still one or another sign of it. Even now, they continue to build temples. Human beings don't know when the kingdom of deities existed or where it went to. It is you Brahmins who have this knowledge. Human beings don't even know that the form of the Supreme Soul is just a point. It is written in the Gita that his form is that of eternal, unlimited light. Previously, many used to have visions according to their devotion. They would become very they would become very red. They would say, enough, I can't tolerate anymore. It was just their feeling, it was not actually a form of God. So there is no benefit in having vision until and unless you reform yourself. Just by seeing others, you don't become like deities. Here, the main thing is the pilgrimage of remembrance. Just as Mercury slips away, in the same way, remembrance also repeatedly slips away. How you cannot get hold of Mercury, you cannot get hold of remembrance for the whole time. It slips away like Mercury does. They sharing that. No matter how much one wants to remember the Father, the thoughts emerge. It is in this remembrance that you must race. It is not that your sins will be absolved instantly. It does take time. If you reached the karmatit stage now, your bodies wouldn't remain. However, no one can attain the karmatit stage yet. If you did, you would need a golden aged body. Now you children must only remember the Father. Continue to check yourselves. Do I perform any bad acts? You definitely have to keep a chart. Such businessmen can become rich very quickly. So we are becoming deities and we are also doing business of virtues, of knowledge, of powers. The Father has this knowledge and He is giving it to you. The Father says, this knowledge is fixed in my soul. I will only tell you the knowledge that I told you a cycle ago in exactly the same way. I will only explain to you, children. No one else knows. You know this world cycle, the parts that all actors play are fixed. There cannot be any changes, nor can anyone become free from playing his part. Yes, for the rest of the time, they receive liberation. They get liberated from the sorrow for some time. You are all rounders. You take 84 birds. All the rest will stay at home and come down ladder. Those who want eternal liberation will not come here. They will go back at the end. They will not listen to this knowledge. They will come down and go back like mosquitoes. So just how there are mosquitoes and as soon as Diwali comes, the mosquitoes disappear. Didi was sharing that You are studying according to the drama. You understand that Baba also taught you Raja Yoga 5,000 years ago. You explain to others that it is Shiv Baba who speaks this. You understand how very elevated you were, and how very degraded you have now become. The Father is now making you elevated. Therefore, you must make effort. You come here in order to be refreshed. Why do you come to Madhuban? You come here to be refreshed. This place is called Madhuban. So if there is the dust of Maya, then Baba also gives attention to them. So there is importance of Madhuban, Murli and Baba, and there is a very beautiful song that says, "Oh my friend, I have found 3 precious jewels, one Baba, one Murli and one Madhuban." Didi was sharing that Baba does not speak the Murlis in your Calcutta or Bombay. The Murli is only played in Madhuban. In order to be refreshed, you have to come to the Father to listen to the Murlis. Many new points continue to emerge. You can feel the difference when you listen to the Murli directly. So, to read the Murli at home or to just listen to the Murli staying outside or just listening to the Murli in your room makes a lot of there is a lot of difference compared to you listen to Murli in the class. So, when you are listening to the Murli outside the class, you are also drinking the nectar and you are also drinking the cup of tea. Did he sharing that? Here, God is refreshing you. So, somebody calls you and you pick up the call. If you remember something, your attention will go. And here, your attention can stay, so you get refreshed. As you go further, you will see many parts. If Baba were to tell you everything beforehand, all the taste would be lost. Everything emerges gradually. One second is not the same as the next. The Father has come to do spiritual service. Therefore, it is also the duty of you children to do spiritual service. So just tell them at least 2 points, at least show them, at least tell everyone to remember the Father and to become pure. It is in purity that they fail because they don't have remembrance. You children should have a great deal of happiness. You are sitting personally in front of the unlimited Father whom no one knows. Only Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge. Remove your intellects from bodily beings. This is Shiv Baba's chariot. If you do not have So when Baba says you remove your intellects from bodily beings, some children also ignore Brahma Baba, and that's a mistake because only with Brahma Baba you can meet Shiv Baba. So you have to have respect for Brahma Baba as well. You have to know the importance of Brahma Baba. You have to know the importance of that relationship with Brahma Baba. If you don't have regard for him, you will have to endure great punishment from Dharamraj. You have to have regard for him because you get Srimad from him. You have to have regard for the seniors. There is so much regard for Adidev. There is so much regard for non-living idols. How much regard should there be for the living ones? Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. You must have noted these points down during the Murli. Didi is saying, first point, check yourself and imbibe divine virtues. Remove all bad habits. Remove all bad habits. Promise Baba, I will never perform any bad acts. Second point. In order to attain the Karmadit stage, raise in remembrance. Remain present on spiritual service. Have regard for your seniors. Blessing. May you become an intense effort maker and make any difficulties easy by learning the lesson of follow the Father. May you become an intense effort maker and make any difficulties easy by learning the lesson of follow the Father. Explanation. In order to make any difficulties easy and to achieve success in the last effort, the first lesson you have to learn is follow the Father. It is this first lesson that will bring you close in the last stage. By learning this lesson, you will become free from making mistakes, free from forgetting, and be a constantly intense effort maker. So if you follow the Father, you will become intense effort maker. This is because you would find any situation difficult if you use your own intellect instead of following the Father. By not following, you become trapped in a trap of your own thoughts, and it then takes your time and energy. If you continue to follow, both your time and energy will be saved and accumulate. Slogan: in order to imbibe honesty and cleanliness, make your nature easy. Avyak signal. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind, with the powers of yoga. The busier you keep yourself in serving with your mind, the more easily you will become a conqueror of Maya. Do not have feeling just for yourself, but also do the service of transforming others with your good wishes and pure feelings. Let there be a balance of your devotional feelings with this knowledge, love, and yoga. You have become benevolent, so now become unlimited world benefactors. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So Peace of Mind retreat is going to start from tomorrow, and the schedule is available behind meditation hall for the departments. Now we remember Baba for a few minutes.
अवगुण में अंतर है क्या, सबको बाबा यही बताए। गुण अवगुण में अंतर है क्या, सबको बाबा यही बताए। गुण अवगुण है क्या, सबको बाबा यही बताए। यही बताए हर मानव को कैसे जीवन सुखी बनाए। गुण अवगुण में अंतर है क्या, सबको बाबा यही सुन